so we're gonna try and make a phone call here, so bear with me. I've never made a phone call, so not sure this is even gonna work.
And we're all about trying new things, especially in 2020.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got like this good-looking guy holding the camera. He's interested too. About real estate investing.
Okay, so let's see.
So while Yoshi's calling is because we want to be able to, people ask questions throughout the week, and we think that as we ask questions or find out from other people's information, then we can see to help them up, right? So as we help other investors
Ellen
out,
Larson, Walker.
as we help other investors out, then we can
How are you, buddy?
how to help other people out too.
Good, good. Okay, hold on. I'm experimenting here. Can you say something, Alan?
No, just hello.
Okay, there you are. You're online. You're live on radio.
Are you listening to yourself?
Live on radio. I'm not
Yes.
listening to myself right now because there'd be an echo.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right. So yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be able to figure that out, Alan. So it was very.
So Yoshi, can I
I'm really
share?
proud of you, Yoshi.
Thank you.
Can I share why he wanted to jump on the show?
Yeah. So I don't know. So I made this phone call not knowing why I'm making this phone call. So Matt, yes,
Yeah,
please.
you bet.
Wow,
So
mystery.
all of us serve on the Utah Valley Real Estate Investors Association.
Yes.
And that is an organization here in Utah that we help brand new people who want to invest to real estate there's some pretty seasoned, experienced individuals. And Yoshi's currently the vice president, will become the president next year. I'm currently the president. Alan serves as the secretary. And Alan did an outstanding job just this last week talking about statistics from 2019 to 2020, which I thought was very impactful. And I thought, knowing that the topics that you wanted to share for
Yeah.
the month of July, he could just give a couple stats off the top of his head of what's different from last year to now.
Oh yeah.
So
that was
then
very cool.
we can get, because he's an active agent, similar to you.
Yeah.
But I would say he focuses more on agency work. You focus more on your good looks. So obviously we can tell for both Alan and yourself. So Alan, if you wanted to share a couple statistics you thought was really helpful in the Wasatch Front, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we're struggling with right now as a market is inventory. We've got a lot less inventory on the market and just as many buyers as we've had in the past. We're down anywhere from, depending on the county you're in between 15 and 20% in terms of number of homes being listed right now compared to this time last year. And so what I'm seeing is prices are going up quite a bit. We've had amazing appreciation over the last year, but also over the last 5 years. And so one of the hardest things for buyers right now to do is to have an offer that's competitive enough to actually get the house. So we have, in Salt Lake County, we've got about I believe 8% year-over-year appreciation, which is really stunning considering that most models have 3% as their standard. And in Utah County, we're about 7.2%. So our median home price is going up, and really the demand for homes hasn't stopped. I think that with COVID and all of the stuff that's happening around that, some sellers are just waiting a year, if they don't need to move out. It's just something they want to do. Maybe they're going to have another kid, but they don't have that kid yet. They're waiting a little bit longer, but I'm still seeing a huge amount of demand in the market right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so can I share a comment with that I thought was helpful? Both Yoshi and I were investing during the last economic correction, I'll call it, or cycle, in 2008. In fact, you were investing primarily in the Midwest, right, Yoshi, back then?
Here too, but yes, yes.
Okay, but primarily not totally different marketplace, right?
Yeah.
So what I think right now is I'm acting as if, in my own opinion, that this year, 2020, is like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2007 in Utah, at least within the Wasatch Front, we hit our peak, and we saw houses, still people wanting to overpay, but that appraisals weren't coming in.
Right.
So I think with this other economic, financial scenarios that we got going on due to COVID, unemployment, the CARES Act funds coming out, dude, I really wonder what type of scenario we'd be in if we didn't have all the PPP money for a lot of people that are self-employed.
Yeah, no kidding.
So there's a lot of different things that, because someone drafted bills and made decisions it's benefited a lot of people. It hasn't obviously taken care of everyone, and I think being able to take everyone is challenging, but you
Yeah.
do the best you can with what the group is. So I thought Alan's stats, I didn't remember that it was 8% the last 5 years for Salt Lake County and 7.2 for Utah County, but just be prepared that we could still go up, we could stabilize, or we could start going down. And that's the cool thing about just different cycles as real estate investors is it's all a cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it just depends on how you make money.
Go ahead, Alan.
Oh, one of the things that I have found interesting, so every week I put out stats on what's happening in the market, and one of the things that I am still seeing is I'm still seeing price drops when sellers are putting their house on the market too high. And so that is, as well as some appraisals coming in low for sure, but I think there's still some sanity in it. Because I don't think I'd see these price drops if not. Now, a lot of times that's just because they're not working with a top-notch agent that actually knows how to price the market. But, maybe 2018 was a year when we felt like sellers were putting things on the market for anything and getting it. I don't see that same behavior happening right now, which is, I think, a good thing. And to Matt's point, I mean, no one knows. There's 3 directions we can go at any moment.
What are those 3 directions?
We go up, we move in. Well, we could keep going up in price. We could go down in price, and we could stabilize the price.
That sounds like relationships I have with all my friends during COVID. is if you think about it real quick, but check this out though. The relationships that we're having with people have either gotten stronger, like legitimately, because you make the effort to see each other, communicate with each other. It's stayed the same, which really is not staying the same because either your relationships with people during this 2020 is either gotten stronger or gotten weaker, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the cool thing why we're chatting on this call for a minute, just to have you call in or us call you, because we're going to have people calling in the future, because we know at least you're going to share, is you're giving good information about real estate investing that, hey, you're right, it is either going to go up or go down. It's less likely to stabilize because there's just so many other economic situations going on, like
Right.
the banks, unemployment, and working remotely. There's just a lot of jobs that people cannot work remotely. That skill set is not created yet. So I think that's important for us to take into consideration for real estate investing.
I agree. Awesome. Yeah, excellent. Alan, thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Alan.
Absolutely,
I'm
yeah.
glad that you jumped out of bed and were able to brush your teeth this morning, so you can go and do your open houses.
Are you in bed still or out of bed?
I am happily out of bed.
Awesome.
I will not comment on brushing my teeth or not.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, we're glad this is getting streamed, so then we can make sure we edit that for promotional videos in the future, okay?
Yes.
Awesome, Alan. Have a
Thanks,
great day.
Alan. I appreciate it, buddy. Take care. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.